All right, my little bitches, y'all ready to start talking about Nightmare?
On my street.
Yes.
You know what? That intro was better. That intro was better
Wow.
than
You know
Whoa.
what's funny?
Mhm.
Favorite one so far.
Oh my God.
Favorite Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, this is my favorite one. I've loved this one my entire life.
A Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child.
That must transfer over because I recognize some things. So I must have watched it or something.
Mm-hmm.
I've been kind of disappointed in Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, so to me, it's like 3 to the end. I love them all.
I've been disappointed. I feel like Freddy grows, but like
No, he stays the same size.
I really liked the beginning, and then I thought it trailed off a little bit.
Were you guys confused? Because the beginning is showing their body parts and it's rubbing on them and all. Were you guys confused what body parts you were looking at on that part when they were showing that in the opening credits montage?
Yeah,
I fast
Because I swear
forwarded
one part. Well, maybe that's why you didn't like it. You're missing all the. If you fast forward and you're missing shit.
Was Freddy come?
Yeah, I don't. Well, because they were. It was the other the dude Dan or whatever, and but like it showed like a belly button, and then I swear right next to the belly button was butt cheeks, but it was supposed to be where her vagina was, or maybe his penis. I don't know, but it confused the fuck out of me.
Well, here's the funny thing. I did fast forward it, and then I was like, "What is all this?" So I rewound it and I watched it, and I was like, "Oh, I don't think I needed to see that."
That is such a you move.
Yeah.
Well, normally
He's
it's
like, I
just
watched
names.
it once in Spanish with subtitles by accident.
Like, how pressed for time are you if to fast forward a minute scene?
This was hard to watch.
We watched Halloween Kills last night.
Yeah.
Halloween Kills is 1,000 times worse than this, I would say.
And, no, actually, I didn't mind it.
I thought it was pretty bad.
I liked it. It was more brutal.
It was a lot more brutal, but so was the last one, and the last one had a good story as well.
Oh, yeah, the story was kind of dumb.
Halloween Kills to me it was basically like, yeah, we want to do our third movie, but we need to set up some stuff. So here's an hour and 45 minutes of stuff that doesn't matter.
It did feel like a second movie.
Yeah.
But I didn't see the first one, so it was probably a little different for me. But
I can see that, yeah. But I didn't like Halloween
I
Kills.
did like when he killed people, you're like, oh, fuck, yeah,
Yeah,
that was good.
he was,
Yeah.
it seems like almost a different Michael.
Yeah, especially when he took his mask off.
But you guys want to
I haven't seen it yet, guys.
But as we start every week, do you guys have any Nick questions? Because I have 2 Nick questions.
I got
for
like
you.
12.
Jesus Christ. Well, I'll do my 2, and then you can do your 12.
No, I don't really have 12.
I put my first one is Freddy Krueger's mom Obi-Wan?
If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
I did think the fucking blue thing that everyone turned into when they went into someone was a little stupid.
Well, that's their soul.
Yeah. It looked goofy as fuck, though.
Like, if they remade that, it'd be completely different.
Read a book now and then
Yeah,
you
they-
might know something.
Now they could do like CGI and shit.
Yeah.
And then my
They
last
look like garbage pail kids or something.
yeah. My last one I got here. I you guys probably won't know the part because I'm gonna take screenshots and send it to you. But do you remember when he's getting like the baby crawls into him, the thing starts growing, and then he blows up at Alice?
Kind of.
Why does his foot look like a rake or something when he goes flying at her? Did you notice that? I rewound it and showed Taylor. It looks so fucking bizarre.
The baby was bizarre anyways.
Yeah, well, the baby's supposed to be creepy and it's a little
Yeah.
demon baby, whatever. But his foot is clearly not his foot. Clearly. It's like it's like they made a scarecrow with a rake foot to fly out and then it was him.
Well, yeah, so I wonder if it's like they didn't have a stunt double and it was something like a handmade stunt double.
It probably. I looked in the trivia hoping that it would show something for it, and I didn't see anything about it. But it was so horrible.
It kind of looked like an evil E.T.
I can see that.
Or like an older evil E.T.
Yeah.
But so
I can see that too.
what are your Nick questions?
My first one was, did the boyfriend become Ghost Rider?
Fuck yeah, he did. I love that. That's one of my favorite scenes in this movie, in the franchise, is when the guy falls asleep and he just gets fucked up.
Yeah. I liked how she couldn't figure out what was going on. It's like, clearly, bitch, your baby's asleep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
No,
you're
she
awake.
had drink.
Yeah, no, it took
Well,
it took her
the funny
way
thing
too
is-
long to figure that out.
Yeah.
The funny thing is right before that, I'm assuming they were drinking coffee, her and Yvonne, because they walked into her room with coffee cups in their hands, and I'm going, oh, this is definitely the 80s. They're drinking coffee with their babies, and then
She's drinking
thing you
coffee,
know-
she's smoking, just doing all kinds of shit.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, I didn't catch that either.
I'm like, next thing you know, fucking baby's asleep, and now he's fucking killing boyfriend.
Surprised the baby could sleep with all that coffee.
Mm.
My second one, I kind of just wrote these down as I went, but the parents' reaction to her being pregnant was kind of fucked up. There was like
The Dan's parents.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't like that part.
But my question is, why are they fucking there?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because like
I know there is a lot that was deleted because this is a short, compact movie. Like it just keeps going and then it's over. You know.
Mm-hmm.
They're like their graduation scene was supposed to have like a rap. It was supposed to have like the dad gives her a camera. You couldn't see her holding it when they're like take the photo together.
The
Like,
dad wasn't annoying this time.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess AA was doing him good because he didn't annoy me.
Yeah, but I guess that graduation scene was supposed to be like super long, and they trimmed that down. So I think there's just a lot that was trimmed out of this.
Because like they shouldn't be there. Their son just died while they're at the hospital with their girlfriend.
Yeah,
And like they didn't know she was pregnant.
yeah. Someone told the doctor called her because they were.
I got more on that.
Okay, which I think that isn't that like unethical on the doctor's part.
HIPAA nowadays.
We'll skip a couple. I said, yeah, no confidentiality.
Yeah.
Yeah, the doctor later on, the doctor calls when she goes to have the ultrasound.
Mm-hmm.
That's when he called them. Like,
yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
yeah. And like you can't fucking call fucking.
Yeah, but this was in the 80s, so I mean,
yeah, they're drinking coffee while they're pregnant.
That's true.
smoke, do coke, have
it's
sex.
also it's the 80s. It's a Nightmare on Elm Street movie where the writing's not that great.
This isn't really.
Did Hess just poop a little?
Yeah.
This isn't really a question. More as a what the fuck to you.
Oh, okay.
How many times do you think you've seen this movie?
I haven't.
Like 10 to 20?
Probably, yeah.
What does Freddy say to the girl that he's force feeding? Wow, I didn't know you had that.
Yeah, I've been waiting. That was gonna be my secret third neck question. Is do you know why I have that? But I guess you do. So,
Well, yeah. Now tell Hess what you said.
when we were in Austin, I wanted pizza, right? Or something?
Yeah, because you were afraid to leave the hotel.
Yeah, and we were. I don't remember why either. Oh, because there's a strange guy next door and he's acting weird, wasn't it?
There was a guy next door.
Anyway, that part doesn't matter.
Frightened retard?
He was a biker. He was chasing me.
He might have been a biker, dude. I don't know.
Like we're in Texas. I don't know.
But we got, the guy gave us the pizza. I give the guy the money. You know, I brought it inside and I turned to you and I go, when I say bone apple tit,
You said bone around my tit,
bone on my tit.
and I said what? He goes, what did I say when you eat stuff?
Yeah, I was a bit bone on my tit. But it's apparently. But I thought you would love that on the soundboard.
Yeah. I didn't know you were gonna get it.
Would you say is that down with yours or is?
No, yeah, one more. Hess, did you listen to the credit song?
You mean?
I heard it was LL
this one
Cool
right
J.
here.
It's not.
I didn't put the music in because copyright.
No, it wasn't LL Cool J. It was Kumo D,
On a diss
Oh, okay.
track on LL Cool J.
which is an odd song to put. So it starts playing, and I'm like, "Oh fuck, that's Kumo D." And then, so I just let it play, you know. And I'm like, I was like doing something, and then like the first verse went, and I wasn't really paying attention, and then he starts talking, and he's like doing all these L words and shit, and I'm like, "Oh my, this is when he disses LL Cool J. Why the fuck is this at the end of the movie?"
Do you think LL Cool J was in the theaters and right when that happened? He's like, what the fuck?
Well, he did respond.
Well, and that's why he's in Halloween, whatever, right? And
Probably.
And he's like, hey, Kumo D, fuck you, Freddy.
Well, and so that song was nominated for a Razzie,
Wow.
Really?
but it lost to a different song in the movie.
Oh.
But it was also 1989. The soundtracks on Jive Records. People weren't listening to rap back then.
Do you have it? Ooh, he's getting a little G Fuel.
Oh, getting revved up.
You know, if he was in his dream, you know that would be? Gay Fuel. With you and Freddy. Because you'd be having a nightmare.
On my street!
Would you guys like to know some trivia, my little bitches?
Sure.
Stephen King and comic book writer Frank Miller were offered the job of writing and directing this movie. Can you imagine what... I'm assuming... I don't know who'd do what. I'm assuming Stephen King would write. And
Probably because he's the writer.
Well, so is Frank Miller. But I like it'd be crazy what their Nightmare on Elm Street would look like.
Probably look like it.
Maybe with a little bit of Dark Knight Returns in there, or Sin City.
Yeah, maybe. Well, it did look like Sin City.
Yes. Super Freddy! Told ya! Comic books was bad for ya!
But so this is the final Nightmare on Elm Street film until Freddy vs. Jason to feature the jump roping kids singing Freddy's rhyme. So this is our last time seeing that for a while. Hope you guys enjoyed it and sucked it all in.
I think we got enough of that.
This is actually a different version too. They changed. I was singing along out back with me and Taylor. They changed the words at the end.
Oh, really?
And instead he's coming for you. It's like Freddy's back or something. I was like, what the fuck?
Wow.
It's a remix.
And then this
Remix.
This is for Nick. We actually just discussed this, but the end credit song "Let's Go" by Kool Mo D. I thought it was Koo.
It's cool.
Cool. I just learned that.
He was literally my favorite rapper at one point in my life.
Is he related to the Aid Man?
No.
Get it? 'Cause cool.
He had similar glasses.
Only Jerome.
But that was a diss track on LL Cool J. The two rappers were feuding at the time of this being made.
So how does that work? Do we know? Does Kool Mo D say, "Hey, can you play this song at your end credits?" Or do
No, they would reach out to him and be like,
yeah, hey,
"Hey, we want to use your song for the credits of the movie." And he's like, "You mean the one where I fucking talk shit about LL Cool J and tear him apart?" And I go, "Yeah."
Yeah, or I mean, so he was on Jive Records, and the soundtrack's on Jive Records, so I'm sure they're like, well, hey, we got this, and they'll give you that or whatever. It's still odd to have that be the...
Yeah, it's really weird.
It's like, it has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
You know what they should have ended it with?
Hello, baby!
That would have been
Yeah,
dope.
start playing the big
This is
bopper.
the Big Bopper speaking. And then you could even have him laugh at the
It's like a 2-minute song. Credits like...
Yeah. Well, that's all I got for trivia. There was nothing really else interesting about this one.
Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum.
Boom. Just turns into Mario. They should have cast Hess instead of Chris Pratt. Come on. He could have been Mario.
Oh, I didn't know.
Give me a good... It's a me, Mario.
It's me, Mario.
Imagine that for a whole movie.
Hey,
Killed it.
not lying. You both sound like John Mulaney.
So in June, best month, 1989, a year after the previous film, Alice and Dan have started dating, and there is no sign of Freddy Krueger. The end.
Get him. Want me to get him? Well, I got him.
One day, while taking a shower after having some hot, steamy sex with Dan, she has a vision of herself dressed up as a nun, which by the whole beginning, it might be the whole thing, I don't remember, but whoever wrote this one on Wikipedia sucks ass. They skip so much stuff, and it's just real bad.
That's fine. So are we skipping past the part where she almost drowned in the fucking stand-up shower?
But that's where we're at right now. But
Okay.
that part, I mean, I get it's a dream, so like maybe he's like, hey, you can't open the door, and it makes it weird. But that seems like it'd be pretty easy to escape from.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you put a finger on those doors and they fucking come flying open.
Yeah. Sometimes he uses his boner.
Let alone 80 gallons of water.
But it is a dream. That's the whole thing.
Well, yeah, that's where you kind of get okay.
Yeah,
well,
they can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
she sees a vision of herself dressed. Yeah, see, that's what they
Wait,
did skip
I have
the
a
whole
question
part.
for Hess. Did you count her tits?
Oh yeah, because we didn't count the.
I
boobs.
didn't see Nip Nip.
Yeah, we
Okay.
didn't either. Okay, good.
I counted
me
it.
and Hess are like this when it comes to boobs.
You are. I counted it, but when I talked to Jerome, he said he didn't count it, and I said I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But she's
I
in.
didn't count it.
She's in a nun's habit. I'm guessing that's what they call their outfits. I've never heard that before, but sure. With a name tag saying Amanda Kruger at a
I said Amanda
strange
Knox.
asylum.
No?
No, different
Okay.
Amanda. Oh, that just reminds me. You know what I was gonna put on the board, but I forgot. Get a little dirt nasty on here.
That would have been funny.
She is attacked by the patients at the hospital, but wakes up. Now, you know how in the last movie they kept going, son of 100 maniacs, talking about Freddy?
Yeah,
Wouldn't you just assume it's the guy that looks like Freddy there?
probably.
And then also I thought this was weird too. So you know how she does that? She wakes up and then he's back on top of her, then she wakes up again?
Yeah.
So clearly it's like Freddy fucking with her. So is Freddy in her dreams pretending to be his dad? And his
assuming.
dad just looks like a
Yeah.
non-burnt him? Is that what was happening there?
I mean, I guess, yeah. I just figured it. Yeah.
Well, you know what they say about figuring.
Makes a fig out of you and me.
The next day, Alice is graduating from high school. Alice confides her nightmares to Dan, who tells her that she is in control of her dreams.
I might be completely wrong here, but it seems like there's a lot of graduations in these movies, too.
Well, yeah, they gotta get going.
Graduations, funerals.
That's why Victoria and Taylor wanted to do graduation movie night. We each pick a graduation movie, make drinks connected to them and all this stuff. This was going to be my graduation movie. On her way to work, Alice finds herself back at the asylum where she sees Amanda giving birth to a gruesomely deformed baby. Amanda tries to collect the baby before it escapes, but it sneaks out of the operating room. Alice follows the baby into the church where she defeated Freddy in the previous film. The baby finds Freddy's remains and quickly grows into an adult.
Who was creepier, that baby or Allison's baby?
Yeah, Alice's baby is a little creepy.
Okay.
He was a little creepy on Full House when he was on there too.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, but I always like his little, hey, career. He has the makeup on at the end, and it looks horrible. He's, hey, I want to learn from you, man.
That was weird. That's when they lost me.
That's where I lost you?
Yeah.
I could see. No, while that whole part where the stairs are going up and down and all that shit, I was like, ooh. I can already hear Pappy and Hess talking about this part.
It was pretty dumb.
I can see
But
that.
I enjoy it, like when Freddy's killing people on motorcycles and fucking force-feeding them shit.
I think you will really like Freddy's Dead. Because that's his most goofy one.
Yeah, I enjoy that shit.
Alarmed, she contacts Dan, who falls asleep en route to see her. Freddy attacks and electrocutes Dan, but turning Dan into a frightful creature before veering him into oncoming traffic. That one was a little interesting because I know most of Freddy's stuff, he already kills him in the dream. They just die that way all of a sudden. But for Dan, it was all happening. It was all gruesome and painful scene for him, and then he just woke up and crashed into a truck and burned to death.
Yeah, Dan got fucked.
It was a little like those are different rules for him. Normally, I feel like
well, because
when with the guy in the waterbed, he was just stuck under the waterbed.
Yeah, that's
and he was
true.
already dead and stabbed by Freddy.
It's because he got this new dream child.
I guess, yeah. Alice sees Dan's body come to life and taunts her before she faints. Walking in the hospital, she hears the news of Dan's death and that she is pregnant with his child.
That's convenient.
Yeah.
Would you? Movie ends. Freddy dies. You have a baby. You still name it Jacob?
Yeah.
I would have probably named it Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
There's a
John
in you remember how you wanted to get because at the time you were like totally teasing us with the Freddy versus Jason versus Ash movie a long time ago.
Oh yeah,
me and Taylor. There was comics of that I want to get, but I can only find them on digital cheap. But I want the physical copies. Mm-hmm. But in that one, Alice and Jacob come back, and I think they lure Jason or they team up with Ash to like fight Freddy. I haven't read it yet, but that's the only other time that he comes up, I guess, Jacob.
What
about
Jacob's Ladder? No?
I don't know.
Different Jacob?
Probably a different Jacob. In the night, she is visited by a young boy named... And I don't know how you keep fucking doing this. I'm reading, and then all of a sudden you bring up something, and it's literally the next thing I read involves that person. It's almost like you watch the movie and you know what's going to happen.
I did watch the movie.
But she's visited by Jacob the next day. Yvonne tells her that there are no children on the floor and there is no children's ward. And Alice goes, huh.
Does anyone else think it's weird that the fucking kid's 10 years old or 8 years old?
Yeah, I didn't understand that. What was like? It could have been any age with how it was, because he was a baby inside her, and then he's...
Yeah. No, I'm 6 now. How old was he? 8? 6? 10?
I was thinking 6 to 8.
I'd say probably 6 to 8, yeah.
So, I mean, that made no sense.
I've never actually thought about that.
I mean, it is hard to have a baby talk, but...
No, they just put a little fake mouth on it.
Fucking Bruce Willis shows up.
Oh.
Just put some peanut butter on the roof of his mouth.
Yeah, and he's like... Alice tells her friends about Freddy and his lineage. Yvonne refuses to listen, but Mark and Greta are more supportive. That afternoon, at a dinner party at her home, Greta falls asleep at the table, and she dreams of herself snapping at her mother and ranting over her controlling nature before Freddy arrives and forces Greta to eat herself alive before choking in front of a laughing audience. That was a really cool scene. I love that. That reminded me a lot of, like, Beetlejuice or something.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
Weird.
I liked it. I like how I kept feeding her and she died, but like the fucking face part looked really stupid.
Well, that's just how they are.
Yeah,
it's supposed to look. It's not supposed to look like real, and it's supposed to be fun and silly.
Yeah,
like even like when the head's coming out, it's supposed to look bad like that and weird, and like she has the fat cheek still, and that one dude still looks like his comic book self, and then Dan's all fucked up still.
Yeah,
it was like paper mache faces.
Oh shit! Back to the paper mache. You know, I think we need to do Idiot's Guide to Paper Mache. And all of us, like, each week we come in with a couple of, like, experiments, and we're like, look what we made.
I like how we keep coming up with ideas, and we still got fucking 18 of these fucking things to watch.
We only have, like, 13 more or something. And we already watched one of them yesterday.
Hess didn't.
In the real world, Greta falls down dead in front of her mother and the guests. Yvonne and Alice visit Mark, who is grieving Greta's death.
Did Mark give you Randall vibes?
Oh, 100. What's funny is there kept happening. I mean, probably because I watched this a couple months ago. But when we were watching it, I was like, God, this guy seems just like Randall. And Taylor goes, yeah, you said that last time. And then I said something else about the movie, and she goes, yeah, you said that last time.
That's funny. He's like, no, he doesn't hold a candle to Randall.
Can you imagine how much better this would be, though, if it was actually Randall in there?
How do you think Randall would die?
Probably at the quick stop.
Someone make him watch a fucking movie over and over again until he kills himself?
He would have to watch Happy Scrappy. A weird performance between them. Mark falls asleep and is nearly killed by Freddy, but Alice saves him before seeing Jacob again. Jacob hints that she is his mother. Alice, there's some things with Alice I never realized until now, that she's just like, takes forever to realize this shit. Yeah. If I kept seeing a little boy that people were telling me, there's no little boys here, I'd be
I have to admit, I didn't know the next movie after we watched the last one was about her again. I was disappointed. I don't like her.
Oh, really? I like her.
I mean, she was better in this one, but...
Her acting, I will admit, though, in some parts of this was way worse than I felt the last movie. Because I thought she was pretty good in the last movie.
I don't know if it's her or her
character. It could have been the writing also, too, though.
But I just... Not a fan.
Alice requests that Yvonne gets her an early ultrasound and discovers Freddy is using Jacob as a conduit to attack her friends even when she's awake. She learns that she has been feeding him his victims to make him like himself. I don't know what that means, but that's what they wrote.
Yeah, because remember, the little souls are going into the baby.
Oh, so it's making him more like himself. It just said feeding him his victims to make him like himself. And I was like, I don't know, Freddy seems kind of like himself the whole movie. Especially when he's talking to his mom in the beginning and we get...
We'll see, bitch.
I love that part.
I know.
This is your favorite part right here. Yvonne and Dan's parents still believe Alice is crazy. Dan's parents insist that she gives them the baby when it is born, which Alice refuses. That part
fuck him.
So fucked up. Yeah, but obviously, no, I'm going to take care of it.
Yeah. I would have been
keep envisioning... You know what I think she should have said there? Because she kept saying, you're not taking him, you're not taking my baby. She should be like, you're not taking Jacob. Make him more be like, oh, well, she is, she's putting some thought into it. She did name it already. I mean... To be fair, the kid did tell her the name, but they don't know that.
That doesn't make her seem crazy. She already named the unborn baby.
People name their babies when they're in their belly.
Most people have
not a month in.
People have their names before they even get pregnant.
Yeah, but they don't call them that.
Remember Macy was going to call her kid Damon, and I almost kind of bullied her and changed it to Damien because I was going to call him Matt Damon.
Jesus Christ.
When I have another kid, its name's going to be Cash.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Well, you're not having another kid.
It's gonna be it's Cash Money Hess.
No, it's just Cash Hess, and I'm gonna call him Cassius.
Cassius. Okay, that's good. I like that. And then he has another, and then he'll have one more kid. Just not even a last name, just Clay.
Cassius? Clay, get in here. And then they changed his names to Muhammad and Ali.
Yeah, no, Muhammad and Dolly. Alice and Mark research Kruger and the nun Amanda. Realizing Amanda was trying to stop Freddy, they investigate her whereabouts and Alice goes to sleep, hoping to find Amanda at the asylum. While there, Freddy lures her away by threatening Yvonne, who has fallen asleep in a jacuzzi. Alice rescues Yvonne, who finally believes her. After all that, she's like, no, I believe you now. Fucking Freddy was holding me underwater and shit.
You think?
That's the trope.
Yeah.
The funny thing is like she's in the locker room being like, oh, I had a bad day. And, yeah, it got worse, didn't it, you dumb bitch?
That's pretty funny.
I had a bad day.
Oh, they should have played that.
Little Daniel Powder.
Mark falls asleep and is pulled into a comic book world where Freddy slashes him apart. That's a pretty fun scene as well. We also get...
Super Freddy!
What was that?
It's really loud and hard to hear. He goes, Super Freddy!
Super Freddy!
But really... He kind of is reverse Freddy, don't you think? The way he's dressed? He's got a upside down lightning bolt on his chest.
Black and white.
But he
red all over.
No, that's a newspaper.
That's a nun with a heat rash.
That was good. But I love that comic book scene with Randall and him fighting.
Yeah, Randall.
That's what I call him. Alice goes to bed to find Freddy and save her son, realizing Freddy has been hiding in her every time she falls asleep. Did that part kind of confuse you guys? That all of a sudden at the end, Freddy's just inside her and has to crawl out. I mean, I know the practical effects are pretty cool, them splitting apart, but...
Yeah, he's like all up inside of her.
Yeah, he was.
He's like, up in here?
She draws Freddy.
They played DMX.
She draws Freddy out from within herself. Yvonne finds Amanda's remains. She joins the fight in the dream world, encouraging Jacob to use his power Freddy has been giving him. Yeah, well, come on, Kruger.
School's out, Kruger.
Jacob destroys Freddy, and his infant form is absorbed by his mother while Alice picks up a baby Jacob. Warning Alice away, Amanda seals Freddy away in time, but just barely because he's crawling out of his mother as an adult, you know. Several months later, Jacob Daniel Johnson is enjoying a picnic with his mother, grandfather, and Yvonne. Some children are jump roping nearby and are humming the Freddy rhyme, which is like
no shit.
right fucking in front of them, and I don't know how they don't see it. They're all looking at the baby. Girls are jumping right here, and they're like, 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. And Alice is like, la 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 la, I don't hear that. Not getting in another fight. But you guys will be happy. This is the last you will ever see of Alice in the storyline. It'll never come up again.
That's good.
Because there's only one more Nightmare on Elm Street we got. It's not even called Nightmare on Elm Street. It's Freddy's Dead, the final nightmare. And then we gotta wait until we can watch Wes Craven's New Nightmare and Freddy vs. Jason, and then we're done with this until the reboot. So we're almost actually done with one of these, which is kind of fucking crazy.
It's weird because I feel like the Nightmare on Elm Street went fast.
Well, it's because it took a while to get there, but then once we got there, we watched like 3 in a row, basically.
Yeah.
Best kill, worst kill. I actually have a couple here. I got Dan, Greta, and Mark. I thought were all fun.
Yeah, I thought Dan was probably my favorite one.
You got him turning into the bike shit. That was cool. I like Mark in the comic book world. And then Greta. With Freddy, I meant to bring this up earlier. Freddy with his little glove and the little spoon he has. When I was little, I was like, oh, I wish they actually made that. I would totally like eat cereal out of a fucking Freddy glove with a spoon in it.
That's funny.
You know how cool that would be?
I just put Fat Girl for the best kill.
Oh, Fat Girl. You didn't pay attention to her name?
No. I had no idea what her name was.
Does anybody have a worst kill?
I put Freddy.
Oh, okay, that's good. I didn't think about that, but that's a good worst kill. What about you, Hess? Do you have anything?
I mean, I don't know. It's not really. I mean,
other than Freddy,
I thought there was there was like, it was kind of, there wasn't much of it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Other than there's just the main ones. But did you happen to see how much screen time Freddy had? Because up until the end, like, I feel like he didn't have hardly any.
Well, I could read you guys all the deleted scenes if you want.
No, that's cool.
Okay. Yeah, no, actually, no, I can't figure that out. Sorry, Hess.
No biggie. I just didn't know if you had it or not, or if you guys felt the same way. Apparently not, though.
No, yeah, I thought he was in it. I mean, compared to like the first two, he's in it a shit ton.
Yeah,
because it was like 7 minutes, and then it was like, I don't remember.
I didn't notice him not being in it.
Yeah,
but I mean, just because I didn't notice it doesn't mean it wasn't the case.
Biggest trope. I didn't put anything down, but I kind of liked yours with the girl not believing, and then when she gets attacked. I think that's a good one.
She is in Summer School, but I think that came out before this.
Well,
we'll just give her the Jamie Lee Curtis.
I think I had the biggest trope being like Yvonne not believing, and then all of a sudden it happens to her and she believes. So.
Yeah. So now we're at titty count and non-white people count. We got 0 and 2. I'll grab the board. You take it away.
I grab the board. You take it away.
I'll grab the board. You take it away, Mix.
So Nightmare on
Could
Elm
you imagine?
Street.
What if I talk like this with this much energy during the entire podcast? Bob Euchre here, and just a bit outside.
Wow. There's only been 3 titties in 5 movies?
They don't have titties in Nightmare on Elm Street.
No wonder Hess hates this fucking shit.
Yeah, I know. That's why I got.
But 17 non-white people.
Yeah, it's close to Halloween, kind of.
No, it's close to.
Close to Jason.
Yeah. It's killing Halloween, but it's last in titties, so that loses a point there.
So we have a.
If we would have counted the blurred titties in the shower, it would have tied it.
Oh shit! No, there'll be plenty of titties, and actually, I don't know. Actually, I was gonna say in the reboot, I'm pretty sure in Freddy vs. Jason there's some titties, but I can't remember. Lastly, Jamie Lee Curtis award. You said you're gonna give it to one chick that was in Saved by the Bell or something. What was she in?
She's in Summer School with Mark Hamill.
Summer School with Mark Hamill.
Unless you want to give it to Jacob since he's in. I almost said Little House on the Prairie. What the fuck?
We could give it to Jacob. I actually like that. Yeah, let's give it to Jacob.
I mean, he's a creepy kid. You gotta give him something.
Yeah. You know what's another quote I liked in this that I'm gonna keep until one of us says something stupid?
I wish I had a prescription for whatever it is you're on.
Wow.
The one I liked was when Freddy was like, It's a boy.
Oh, I love that too. I love that one. Also, when he's showing what's her name, Greta, when she's all because he saw her all stuffed and fat, and he's doing that, he's showing it to the comic guy.
Is she delicious or am I crazy?
See, it's stuff like that that just
Yeah, it would have
wins
been
me
fun.
over
Oh, I
instantly.
don't know if they were around back then. It would have been funny if he was like, "Is she delicious or am I just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs?"
Oh, they were around.
Yeah, I don't know if they would be like, oh, man, what am I
Cocoa
part of
Puff's
this?
like, hey, you can't be killing people with our cereal.
Bon appetit, bitch.
Bone apple tit.
Bone on my tit.
You guys can suck my fucking balls, okay?
He's eating pizza. Bone on my tit. I go, what the fuck are you talking about?
You're lying to me.
That's hilarious.
Would you guys like to know what the next movie we're watching for Idiot's Guide to Slashers?
Yeah, because I have no idea.
Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers.
Oh, okay.
Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. We get to finally see what happened to that little girl from at the end of the movie.
Nothing, right?
Oh,
And
yeah.
Spoilers, I saw he's another new mask in this one. From look at the trailer, getting this clip, he has another weird ass fucking mask.
I'd like to point out, haven't noticed a new mask at any point.
Yeah, you're the only person. I showed
Yeah.
I
Don't
showed
care.
it to Taylor for 2 seconds while I was editing, and she's like, "How the fuck did he not notice that?" And then I believe she called you,
Frightened retard?
but I don't want to put words in her mouth.
I mean, it's like
That's
Jason's
interesting.
mask. So it now has a blue thing. I'm supposed to notice that shit? I
No,
don't
his
care.
Michael Myers mask is completely different. You're dumb for not knowing. I'm sorry, there's no other way to describe it. You are dumb for not noticing that.
The hair is a completely different color.
Well, his eyes are almost, they almost
Yeah.
look like they're trying to make him Asian or something. It's so bizarre compared to like what it's like, normally like.
You should probably cut that out.
Is that what you
Yeah.
said? Mm.
Yeah.
Here, I'll put this instead.
Yeah. So we have a Halloween party to go to in a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm just going to get a Jason mask and be Jason Voorhees.
Oh, shit. That's good. I like that. Jason Voorhees.
Yeah.
You got to get a good picture of you as that, and I'll make you a little poster of Jason Voorhees.
All right.
That's funny.
That'd be cool. I like that. But all right, that's it. Unless you guys have any last things you want to say about Nightmare on Elm Street 5, the motherfucking Dream Child.
No, not really.
It's the last movie we're going to watch titled Nightmare on Elm Street until the reboot. Are you guys sad?
No, doesn't make any difference.
On my street.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next week for Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. And,
What's he getting revenge for?
Actually, because the last movie ended with him dying in a mine shaft.
For not killing the little girl.
But
The
you know,
little girl.
it's revenge for them throwing him down a mine shaft. He's fucking every day. He's like, when I get out of here, I'm gonna get my revenge.
He didn't get a killer, and then she killed her mom.
Yeah,
But that's
I know the
he's
little girl's in
fucking-
it because she's on the cover in the trailer.
So is he doing something different to get revenge, or is he just going around killing people?
It's fucking Halloween. He's just gonna kill people, and he's gonna die at the end. He's gonna be alive. Loomis is gonna run around going, no! And then fucking.
He's still in this fucking thing?
I believe he's in all of them. I think Hess brought it up. Remember me and you were like, nah, he's dead in 2. I think he's in all. Let me see when he stops being in them before we end this. Oh, he's in Halloween. Oh, it doesn't have a number, but Halloween Curse of Michael Myers. Whatever Curse of Michael Myers is the last one.
Is the actor dead?
Right now, I believe so. I mean, not like he's gonna come back. I don't know why I said
No,
it
no,
like
no.
that.
I know. I'm assuming he's dead.
Yeah, I think so.
That I think I've said this before, but the Saturday Night Live book that I read, actually listened to, he was named one of the worst guest hosts of all time.
I can see that.
He was drunk the whole time, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah.
But all right, thanks for watching, everybody. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below what your dream power would be.